In a world that rewards the loudest voice, silence has become the ultimate weapon. If you're someone who chooses your words carefully, who listens more than you speak, who constantly feels that pressure to fill every silence, this video will reveal why your restraint is your greatest strength. Stay with me, because what you might see as a flaw is actually a hidden power. Have you ever felt like you're operating on a different wavelength? While everyone else is clamoring to be heard, you're observing, processing, connecting dots that no one else sees. This isn't an accident. It's a fundamental aspect of how your brain works. Recent studies in neuroscience have uncovered something fascinating called the default mode network, or DMN. Think of it as your brain's idle state, but it's far from idle. When you're quiet, not focused on the external world, the DMN lights up. This is where your deepest thinking happens. It's where you consolidate memories, reflect on yourself, and most importantly, where true creativity and problem-solving are born. While others are chattering away, your brain is activating this powerful network, allowing you to access a level of cognitive processing they simply can't reach. You're not just being quiet, you're engaging in a profound mental activity that sharpens your intuition and clarifies your thoughts. The silence you cultivate is the very soil where your best ideas grow. It's not emptiness, it's a space for genius to emerge. Now let's talk about the effect your silence has on others. It's something you've probably noticed your whole life. When you remain quiet in a conversation, a subtle shift happens. The other person often becomes uncomfortable. Why? Because most people are conditioned to fear silence. They see it as a void that needs to be filled, a sign of disapproval or disinterest. This discomfort is your strategic advantage. In their haste to fill the void, people will often reveal more than they intend to. They'll volunteer information, expose their true motives, and lay their cards on the table, all because they can't tolerate the pause. Your silence becomes a mirror, reflecting their own insecurities and compelling them to talk. This isn't manipulation. It's a natural consequence of your controlled presence. While they're talking, you're listening, truly listening. Active listening is a skill that the quiet person masters instinctively. You're not just waiting for your turn to speak. You're absorbing information, reading nonverbal cues, and understanding the subtext of what's being said. This builds immense trust and authority. People feel genuinely heard by you, and in a world where everyone is shouting, being truly heard is a rare and valuable gift. Your quiet focus makes you a pillar of trust and a source of wisdom. This brings us to a darker but necessary application of your power: resisting manipulation. Emotional manipulators, narcissists, and those who thrive on drama depend on your reaction. They poke and prod, hoping to get a rise out of you, because your emotional response is their fuel. When you respond with silence, you cut off their supply. Your lack of reaction is not passive. It is a powerful, active choice. It destabilizes their strategy. They expect anger, fear, or defensiveness. When you give them nothing but calm, measured silence, they are left facing their own behavior without the distraction of your emotional outburst. You're not playing their game. You're demonstrating that their tactics have no power over you. Silence is also the strongest boundary you can set. How many times have you felt pressured to justify your decisions, to over-explain your no? A simple, firm no, followed by silence, is often far more powerful than a lengthy explanation. The silence communicates that the decision is final and not open for debate. It's a declaration of self-respect. Think about the perception of authority. Who seems more in control? The person who nervously fills every pause, or the one who is comfortable with silence, who uses a strategic pause before speaking to command attention? Your quiet confidence forces people to lean in, to wait for your words, giving them inherent weight and importance. Over-explaining often comes from a place of insecurity, a need for validation. Your restraint communicates that you don't need their approval. You're confident in your own position. But let's be honest, this strength doesn't always feel like one. It can be a heavy burden. You've likely been misunderstood your entire life. People might see your thoughtful processing as being cold, distant, or dismissive. They can't see the rich internal world you inhabit. They only see the quiet exterior. This can lead to a profound sense of loneliness, even when you're surrounded by people. You're at a party. Everyone is laughing and engaging in small talk, and you feel like an alien. The pressure to perform extroversion, to be on, is exhausting. You might even start to wonder if something is wrong with you. Why can't you just enjoy the surface-level chatter? Why do you feel this constant need for depth and meaning? Let me be clear. You are not broken. You are not weird. You are wired for depth in a world that often celebrates the superficial. Your aversion to small talk isn't a social failing. It's a sign that you value genuine connection over performative interaction. Your need for solitude isn't antisocial. It's how you recharge and reconnect with your most authentic self. The feeling of being misunderstood is the price you pay for seeing the world with a clarity that few possess. It's time to reframe your experience. That feeling of being an observer? That's your superpower. While others are caught in the storm, you are the lighthouse, calm and unshaken, guiding the way with a steady light. You see the patterns, you understand the undercurrents, and you know when to act and when to simply watch. So let's bring it all together. Your silence is not weakness, it is discernment. It's not emptiness, it's a space for profound thought. It's not passivity, it's a strategic tool for understanding, influence, and protection. In a world drowning in noise, your restraint is a revolution. While others exhaust themselves performing and reacting, you conserve your energy. You use your quiet nature to observe, to understand, and to strategize. You don't need to be the loudest voice in the room to be the most powerful. Your power lies in your presence, in your thoughtful pauses, and in the weight of the words you finally choose to speak. Embrace it. Own it. Your quiet nature is not something to overcome. It is something to be mastered. It is your greatest asset in navigating a complex world. Thank you for sharing this quiet space with me. I'm genuinely curious to hear from you. What's the hardest part of being someone who values silence? Let's connect in the comments below. And if this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content that celebrates the power of the introspective mind.